You wrote a piece in the DNA.
Yes.
Where you have spoken about Muslims having a Hindu ancestry.
Yeah.
And in the
They should admit to it, that's all.
Why is that important? I don't get it.
That's important because it unites
And you actually
us.
even suggested, I think, that it should be compulsory for them to acknowledge their ancestral heritage.
I said they should be should acknowledge that their ancestors are Hindus. Otherwise, they shouldn't have a voting right. That's what you said. That was the objection.
Yes.
Objection.
Isn't that a bit much?
Well, it depends on how you see our history.
How are you even going to do that?
No, that's a different matter. I'll have to be in a party which comes to absolute majority.
No, okay, let's say there. So what you're going to have? Let's say there's some Muslims who say, okay, we acknowledge our Hindu ancestry. Some they say we don't. So they wear a star, like what?
No, they won't. They have to declare the voter on their voter form. You see, voting voter is not a fundamental right. It's just a right.
But how is that even important?
It's important because it creates an identity for India, that we are a nation of Hindus and those whose ancestors are Hindus, and brings us closer together. If a person says, I am not, I'm not, and the thing that I can do to him is not to give him the right to vote. That's all. I mean, let him be. He can be an Indian citizen. I have no objection.
But what does that achieve?
What does that do? It creates an identity for India, which I told you. India is a nation of Hindus and those others who acknowledge that their ancestors are Hindus. We are a continuing civilization.
I mean, I don't even understand how you could even do it.
I don't know what you would
how
say.
would you do it? I mean, how would you actually execute it?
I told you, all you have to tell the election commission is don't register anybody who doesn't declare that either he's a Hindu or that his ancestors are Hindus. If the Muslims don't agree, then run a riot. I said, if you're in a position to do it, we'll do it. So those who live in our country, they must have some identification with the Hindus. I reject this modern Western liberal Nehruvian concept that India is a republic. No, secular is all nonsensical words. I don't know what it means, and neither do you. So just bandy it about.
मैं कह रहा हूँ वही होने वाला है कि विकल्प बीज एनडीए का कोई नहीं होने वाला है. ऐसी हवा बनेगी इस इलेक्शन में.
चलिए, हवा
और
बनेगी कि नहीं?
हिंदू में जब फीलिंग आएगा कि ये हमारे लिए रक्षा कर सकते हैं.
तो आपकी स्ट्रेटेजी ये है कि हिंदू वोट बैंक एक हो जाए, मुस्लिम वोट बैंक बढ़ जाए और उसी में सुब्रमण्यम स्वामी और नरेंद्र मोदी गाड़ी में सवार होकर ड्राइवर कौन पीछे कौन ये अभी तय नहीं.
नरेंद्र मोदी के बारे में नहीं अभी जानता हूँ कि उनके दिमाग में क्या है इस सवाल पर. मेरी यह ओपिनियन है, हिंदू को इकट्ठा करो, मुसलमान को डिवाइड करो.
चलिए, ये राजनीति ऐसे नहीं होनी चाहिए.
ऐसे नहीं होनी चाहिए.
होनी नहीं चाहिए.
मैं तो किसी को
धर्म के नाम पर जब राजनीति
नहीं, मुसलमान
देश में वो बड़ी खतरनाक जो
पाकिस्तान में इतनी उनकी
है, जिसको आप इतने खुले तौर पे मान रहे हैं, वो रणनीति बहुत खतरनाक है इस देश के लिए.
खतरनाक
आपको समझना होगा.
हम 80% हैं हिंदू, तो इसीलिए खतरनाक कैसे कह सकते हैं?
चलिए, कम से
उसमें मुसलमान में 14% में 7% हमारे साथ आ जाए, खतरनाक कैसे हो गया?